Hello everyone, welcome back to Dakota's Political Circle, and today we are doing another video for you guys today. So we're doing a worst case scenario for Trump versus Biden in the election. This is a worst case scenario for Trump specifically, and this is basically what I think could happen if Trump severely underperforms in the election. And you'll see how that turns out with my prediction today. And also, I'm thinking about making another video. There's this one that a comment suggested. It was if RFK Jr. if he had a best case scenario, what would his best case scenario be? Now, in my opinion, I think the best case scenario for RFK, like the absolute best, like the most dominating for RFK Jr. would be maybe him winning one state. And that would probably be like his home state, possibly. I think that's DC, but I'm not exactly sure. Maybe another state, possibly. But other than that, anything else with RFK, I'd probably say is maybe making Trump win more in the election than anything. But it could maybe win RFK Jr. Maybe a state or two, possibly. But that's like best case scenario, like the absolute best case scenario for RFK Jr. if people want to revolt against Trump and Biden, basically. But obviously, I don't want to spoil it. So if I do, I'm probably going to make a video about that. But I want to research who I think it could be. I mean, what states it could be before I make that video. But I am going to think about making that video. That is a really good suggestion by that comment. If I can, in the next video, if I do make that video, I will put the comment in the video just to show you guys and give that guy some credit. But anyway, guys, let's start this video now. So, okay, let's start with the safe blue, but I want to do this first. I want to go through these because I will most definitely forget which ones are which. So let's do these here, and then Biden blue right there, and then now let's do it. Okay, safe blue states: Washington, Oregon, California, Ohio, Hawaii. Colorado also counts in a best case scenario for Biden. So basically, worst case scenario for Trump. The worst case scenario for Trump, Illinois, and all of these go to Biden. Safe. Gonna leave New Hampshire off. New York is safe. Any more safe here? I think that is all the safe I want to add here. Hold on. My webcam messed up for a second. There we go. All right. Any more safe? I would say, yeah, I think that's all the safe ones. Okay, so safe for Republican, safe for Trump, basically. Safe for Trump would be Utah, Idaho, Alaska, Wyoming, Montana, North Dakota, South Dakota, Kansas, Oklahoma. These ones. Okay. These, South Carolina, Tennessee, I messed that one up. Tennessee, Kentucky, West Virginia. I'm also going to keep Ohio in the red column. I just don't see them even going in the likely category. I don't know. And even in the worst case scenario, I just think Trump is just going to dominate in Ohio no matter what. Indiana. Any other safe ones? I'm leaving off any. I'm sorry about that, but I don't think I am leaving off any. Okay. So now let's do the likely Biden states, which would be it would be New Mexico in this one. Instead of lean, it would be likely in my scenario. It would be Virginia, just like they always do, instead of how I think it's going to be. I would say Minnesota as well. I would say Minnesota. I would also say New Hampshire will be likely instead of lean. Any other ones that are for Biden? I think that's all of them. Okay, so now likely Trump states. I would say, wait, hold on. Oh, I messed that up. Messed that one up. Not Nevada. I would say Texas and Florida. I still have them likely in the normal election one, but I don't know. I still just don't see Florida or Texas going any worse in this scenario. Even Texas, personally, I don't even think they'd be in the lean column. I'd still think they'd be in the likely column. Okay, that's all of the likely for Trump. Any lean for Biden? So lean for Biden. Oh yes, Pennsylvania lean. I think Pennsylvania would be lean for Biden. That's what I think would be for Biden right there. I think any more lean for Biden in my opinion? No. Now lean for Trump. I think lean for Trump. Nevada would be lean. Georgia would be lean. And I think North Carolina would be lean. Well, actually, yes, North Carolina lean. The reason I think North Carolina would be lean instead of like tilt or I guess Nevada or Georgia, for example, is because I just see them voting for Trump no matter what in this election. It's just going to happen. So I think no matter what, that's going to happen for Trump. And now I think I did the lean for Biden. So it's coming down to these 3 states right here. These 3 states. So let's do Biden. So any tilt for Biden. So I would say for tilt for Biden is just Wisconsin, and Trump with tilt gets Arizona and gets Michigan. Now the thing is here, now Trump does win, but this is basically the scenario. So if these are 2 tilt states, if Biden wins Arizona, he doesn't win the election. But if Trump wins Arizona and Biden wins Michigan, Biden barely wins the election. So basically, in this scenario, Trump wins, but only because of Michigan. If he lost Arizona, he still wins. But in this scenario, basically, if Michigan goes to Biden, Biden wins the election. That's basically the scenario. In my worst case scenario, I think Trump wins, but only because of Michigan. If he doesn't win Michigan, he loses the election in a worst case scenario. If Biden wins Michigan, Biden wins, but barely wins. Barely wins the election, mainly because of Wisconsin, Michigan. That's mainly the 2. Those 2 would be the deciding factors for Biden. For Trump, the deciding factor would be Michigan, just Michigan. Arizona doesn't even matter at this point. Even if he loses Arizona, it would still be determined by Michigan. That's my prediction right there for worst case scenario for Trump. He wins, but he barely wins the election. This would be awful for Republicans, but in basically a sense, I'd be happy about this only because we wouldn't have to deal with Biden for another 4 years. But at the same time, this would be an awful performance for Republicans, and it would really suck to see something like this for Republicans, because in the Senate, in the House, they'd probably lose one of those 2. I'm guessing the House. They'd probably lose the House in this scenario. The Senate, they wouldn't lose, probably, but they'd probably have a very slim majority, and that would suck for Republicans. But for Trump himself, this scenario would be ecstatic, but at the same time really worrying, because we're really split as a country with this decision. But basically, I think this prediction is a really good one. I've seen other YouTubers say Pennsylvania would be the deciding factor. I think Pennsylvania is the deciding factor if all the other toss-ups go blue. Like for example, like if Wisconsin, Michigan, Nevada, I can't remember the exact scenario, but I think it's like certain states, and it would be decided by Pennsylvania alone. I think that's how the 2020 election a lot of people thought would go. But anyway, this is what I think is going to actually be happening. Trump wins 283 to 255. Basically, the deciding factor, in my opinion, will be Michigan. If he loses that, Trump loses 270 to 268. So that's my worst case scenario. So basically, this is a winnable situation for Biden, but also a winnable situation for Trump. The reason I think Michigan would not be lean is because I could say in this scenario, the only reason that is because Michigan could be going lower and lower in polling by the time the election comes, and this could be the scenario right here. That's the reason I think Michigan would be tilt instead of lean, like I picked Nevada. I think Nevada's turning the corner. That's why I picked them lean. And as well as Georgia and North Carolina. North Carolina's never changing to that now. Georgia, I guess, could be tilt, but I just don't see it happening based on margins. But Nevada's the one I expect to be lean. Now, Michigan's a really weird one. They're up a decent amount for Trump. Anything can change, but this is basically my prediction. 283 to 255. Worst case scenario for Trump. He still wins the election, and it's a great win for America, but also a very decisive one. This would really divide the nation, in my opinion, if Trump wins this way or if Biden wins this way. If Biden won just by Michigan or if Trump won just by Michigan, this would be a very difficult thing for Americans to swallow, because half of the country wants them, half of the country doesn't want them, and that is really a really bad thing for us. What I would like in this election is for Trump to win big by the biggest margins possible. So there is, without a shadow of a doubt, we win the House and the Senate, and we have America's side so that we can finally get bills through and help America in the process. Having a divided America is not what you want. This is really not what you want whatsoever, but that could be how it is. We don't know. We'll see come election time. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I've been loving the support from you guys. I'm almost at the 70 subscriber mark, and that is awesome to hear. Once it gets to 100 subscribers at some point, I'll probably make a video on it thanking everyone for subscribing to my channel. It means a lot to me. Like, even if it is just like almost 70 subscribers, that is just awesome to me. It just shows that 70 people want to watch my stuff, and it just means a lot. That's all I want to say. But anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoy. Thank you guys so much for watching. My next video will probably be out tomorrow. I might be able to find something. If not, I mean, I could make the RFK Jr. thing, but I want to research it a little bit before I do it. So it might be a couple of days before I do that. But that could be my next video. It just really depends on the news, political news, all that kind of stuff. Like stuff, maybe Trump court cases or something like that I could be talking about. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.